Okay, good morning, ladies, and welcome to today's shir. We're going to focus on a sicha where the Rebbe speaks about the date, Yud Tes Tammuz, in connection to the 3 weeks, and it's the same kvias this year as it was in the year Tav Shin Mem Tes. So I want to begin with a couple questions that we might ask ourselves. Why is this happening to me? Whatever it might be, you fill in the blank. Why? And another question we might ask ourselves is, what comes first? Is it my avaida, my inner work, my personal avaida, or is it giving to others? Giving to my family, giving to the world? Which one is more important? Which one comes first? So we're going to look in the Sikha at a couple ideas, and then we'll get to answering those questions. So the Rebbe explains that Yud Tes Tammuz is a great day. It's the day of the Frierdiker Rebbe's bris milah. And Bashgacha Pratis, this falls out during Bein HaMitzarim, during the 3 weeks. So the obvious question is, Bashgacha Pratis, there must be a connection between the two. One seems like a very exciting, great day. It is a great day. A bris milah is a completion of a birthday, and especially of a Rebbe. So that's a joyous day. And the 3 weeks is a time of sadness, of mourning, of destruction. So how do the two go together? So the Rebbe begins by saying that we know a basic concept, Yerida L'tzayir Chaliyah. Every descent is only for a greater ascent. For example, a neshama comes down into this world. It's a huge descent. But the purpose is only for the neshama to come to a higher place through serving Hashem in this physical world, which it cannot accomplish above. The same thing is with the Chorban. Why did the destruction happen of the Beis HaMikdash? Only to bring us to a greater place, to the third Beis HaMikdash, which will be with everlasting Geula, and will have a much, much greater revelation of Hashem. The only way to bring this about was through Galus, and this would create a space where Yidden would search for Hashem and strengthen their Avaida, and enable this ultimate Geula to happen. So it was really Hashem's love, and it's really a time of joy if we look at the deeper aspect of what these 3 weeks are. And this is shown to us in the idea of a bris milah, which we'll talk about in a moment. There's a pasuk that says, Min ha-meitzar karasika anani v'merchavka, which means specifically turning to Hashem from the meitzar, from the challenge, from the constricted place. Hashem answers right away in a way of bar merchav, in a way of abundance with an open hand. So Hashem brings about this challenge, this space of galus, only to bring us to abundance, to a greater place. And the bris of the Frierdiker Rebbe shows us this connection of the true inyan of the 3 weeks, that it's a time of joy and celebration, and it needs to be transformed to show that. If we look also in the Parsha, this week's Parsha, Parshas Pinchas, shows this idea as well. From a place of darkness, Pinchas brought light and an even higher elevation, like we see that he was benched with Kehuna, and this brought such joy and pleasure to Hashem. Now, if we look at the Frierdiker Rebbe's name, we can see the importance of 2 aspects of our Vaida, and they both connect to the idea of bris milah. Yosef is the idea of bringing the world to a connection, to a bris, to a bond with Hashem. Like we see that Yosef did this in Mitzrayim. And Yitzchak is the idea of a bris, a bond with Hashem in one's physical body, in the Yidden with Hashem. Like we see, Yitzchak was the first one to have a bris milah at 8 days old. So why is the name switched around? Yitzchak really comes first, and then Yosef. The Rebbe explains that yes, truly Yitzchak comes first. One's inner avaida with oneself is first. However, the purpose of it is only to get to a place of Yosef to be able to share with the world and bring the world to bond with Hashem. So Yosef is coming first. Now, how do we have the kayach to do the avaida of Yosef? Only through the avaida of Yitzchak, of working on oneself. So and then the Rebbe says that the Hayra'ah is to set established times for learning Torah. Chumash, Tehillim, and Tanya, like the Frierdiker Rebbe established, is very important. And also it's a time of building. It was Shnas HaBinyan. The Rebbe said that he's going to partake in any endeavor to build a shul or any organization, so one should give all he can to building. So practically, what does this mean for us? In answer to our question from before, why is this happening to me needs to be switched around. Not why is it happening to me? It's happening for me. So any event that happens, so to say, to us, we have to realize is really for our benefit, to bring us to a higher place. And as soon as we think, we delve into it, we can get to the idea of what this is bringing me to. It's really to bringing us to a place of geula. So like a small example, for example, let's say I have a very stressful morning. And it's just so rushed and things are just hectic. Why is Hashem bringing me to this situation? To bring me to a geula, to be able to say, okay, what can I do to make my mornings calm? And anything that happens or any issue that we might see in our life is really deeper than what it looks like. It's to get us closer to Hashem. It's to get us to a better place. And then in answer to the second question, which one is more important? Is it my avaida or the avaida of me affecting the world? The Rebbe says clearly in the Sikha that both are important. Our goal is to affect the world. However, it's only possible to be a true role model and to give and shine our light when we first have it within us. We can only share what we have. So for example, a mother can only be loving and giving and kind and patient with her children if she first has that with herself. So take the time to dive in, to learn, to eat right, to sleep right, to do whatever it is that will help you, to enable you to be that shining light in your home and in the world. And we should see a transformation within our own lives and in the entire world, that these days should be completely transformed to days of revealed good only with the coming of Mashiach now. Thank you.